Alright, today folks we're going to be talking about different ways to get on your path. And we're going to start deconstructing some of the belief systems that a lot of us grow up with. We're moving into a new world, a new way of thinking. And it's important to analyze our old belief system so we can get there more harmoniously. Over the years, I have done many different approaches. When I was growing up, I would always try and do the right thing according to my elders or authority figures. I was looking outside of myself to other people to tell me what my path was. And that was okay because I learned a lot, I grew a lot, and it was a great experience. The challenge there and the concern for my ultimate growth as a human being was that I was modeling myself after them instead of modeling myself after my desires, my goals, my wishes. A lot of people become trapped in this cycle of keeping up with the Joneses, so to speak, like, oh, they have this, so I need to have that too. It is fundamentally true. If you look at nature, every single thing has its own path. Everything has purpose. Everything has value. So if we are living in a world where everything has value, that means we have value, we have purpose, and we have a place. So there's something, there's a niche, there's a door that I am the key to for humanity. So all of us are made differently. Our minds are different, our bodies are different, and our paths are different. So religion works for a small minority of people, but the majority of us really, after about age 5, it doesn't work for us anymore. And that's why you see in the Western world, where you have more freedom on a certain level, more people are moving away from religion. People are becoming more agnostic or spiritual or whatever that is, you know. So people are moving away from it because they're understanding that, oh, wait a second, I don't have to pray to something I don't see and I'm going to be fine. I'm just as happy not praying as I am praying. Why waste the time? Or I'm just as happy not going to church or synagogue or whatever as I am going to church or temple or synagogue or masjid. So why do it? Why waste that couple hours a week? I could sit at home and play video games, or I could go shopping or whatever. People are realizing that they can do what they want. Although movement away from superstition has a great benefit for the individual growth, it has its downsides. More and more now, people are feeling depressed and hopeless and lacking direction. We're moving into a world of greater opulence and greater opportunity and greater autonomy. People are understanding that there is something more. Most of us are on other people's paths. We're on our parents' path. We're on our country's path. We're on our society's path or our religion's path. Or we're on our brother or sister's path. Think about a time in which you felt magnificent, ecstatic, powerful, when you felt courageous in the face of challenge. When you felt these things, you were on your path. When you were in these emotional states, you were on your path. So most of our lives, as small children, we feel those emotional states. That's why children are always happy. That's the natural state of a child. But over time, we are geared and steered away from those. And mostly it's for safety reasons. How do we get back on our path? How do we understand our path versus the path of others? Went to the planetarium with the kids a couple of weeks ago and got to see a wonderful presentation of what the universe is like. So you start the Earth and then zoom out to the edge of the universe. Basically, you're seeing quasars and all of these wonderful expressions of consciousness and thought in the universe. And when I saw that, I mean, you really think about it. There is no up or down. There is no left or right. There is no north or south, east or west. All these things that we think are absolutes. There's no time. None of that exists. Really, it really doesn't exist. Being on your path is not about right or wrong. It's about letting go of guilt and judgment. And it's about opening your eyes and becoming more aware of what brings you up. Your path for the Psi Life approach is your highest path, your most harmonious path, your wealthiest path, meaning the path that gives you purpose, the path that gives you love, the path that gives you freedom, time. Okay? That path is the path that we're talking about. So your path is about finding a stepwise process to creating more harmony, joy, wealth, and peace for you within your life. And then that spreads out to others automatically by osmosis. So get back on your path. When you're on your path, you're happy. So when you reach your goal, if it's 5, 10, 15 years, 1 hour from now, a day from now, you're happy, you're fulfilled, you're free, you're prosperous, you're purposeful on that path. So the Sci-Life approach is about non-judgment. It's about affirmation instead of positivity. And it's about perception, how we perceive the world around us. So this will lead you to greater joy and greater structure and greater autonomy. But you first have to understand your inner patterns in order to successfully create a path of courage, power, love, joy, and peace. Each of us is unique. Every single one of us has our own path, right? And the path of the serpent is not the same path as that of the dove or the path of a fish, right? We all live in different environments and we all have different perspectives of the world. If you're a goat, go be a goat. If you're a bird, go be a bird. If you're a snake, be a snake. If you're a dragon, go be a dragon. If you're a unicorn, you don't fit anywhere in the natural scheme, be a unicorn, right? The world is infinite. Life is endless. The cosmos is endless, right? So your path is an infinite path. And I can tell you right now, 98% of the people out there are not on their path. I wasn't on my path for many years. However, there were times when I slipped onto my path and I felt ecstatic. People look at me and say, oh man, that must be terrible what you're going through, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm on my path. I'm happy. Where I had no money or we were almost homeless, stuff like that. I mean, that sucked. But there was a part of me that was fulfilled. And I was like, I accomplished this. I know that I can get whatever comes, whatever I desire. I can make it happen. Because my internal desires are a reflection of who I really am. And if I have that desire within, then I'm going to experience that in the world around me. So getting on your path is about moving in that direction. So as we close, it is apparent that we are evolving. We're changing. Society is moving forward because it has to. It's a part of nature. And as it does, we have the ability to experience more autonomy and opulence in our own lives. We have more power over that creation. So as we move forward, we understand that there really is no right or wrong when it comes to choosing a path. There only is our path, or what's not our path. There are no limits to our dreams. Think about times when you were on your grind. Think about times when you felt ecstatic and magnificent about life, when you felt alive, when you felt big, when you felt connected to everything. What about those experiences fulfilled you and satisfied you? What about them brought out who you truly are? Write those in the comment section if you like below, or write it down in your own journal. Make a note of it. Think about it. Meditate on it. And when you think about these times, more will come to your mind. You'll remember more, and you'll start to get a picture of who you truly are. If you don't feel like you know that already. If you already know that, and you are moving in the direction of your path, start to ask yourself, why aren't you fully there now? And in the next couple of videos, we'll come up with action steps in our action activators to get you there. Thank you so much for joining once again. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'll look to see if I can answer them. Feel free to subscribe and share on your Facebook page, your YouTube channel, or your Twitter account.